Alright, hi everyone, Kondachi Davis here, and we are going to continue sketching. Just let me turn on the thingy. Um, yep, and here, there we go. Do the roar, rawr. So, how's everyone's day going? I'm going to start drawing in a second. I just need to send out things. So basically the plan for today is to just give me a second. I'm going to let you know what the plan is today. Good morning, Metal. How are you? Hi, hi. So let's post this, take that, send that, send this. Alrighty. I'm good. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. And yeah, so basically we're going to continue on the last stream we did started, as a matter of fact, drawing the Soldier 11 from Zenless Zone Zero, and we are going to keep at it. We want to finish Soldier 11, basically, and you know, just keep drawing everything, if that makes sense. So yeah, and hi Karion, good to have you here. How are you? Hope everything has going. How have you been? Hope everything's going nicely. There are a couple things I really want to do. So one of the things is that I want to actually um, speed up my drawing processes. So you can see that already that I'm in the process of it. Because I'm actually sketching differently than what I used to. That's why I might also be at first a little bit slower, because I need to figure out everything and how all of that thing works, basically. You know, it's just a change to the style, so you need to break your habits, and that takes some time. It's like quitting smoking or quitting alcohol. Um, my art quality being inconsistent lately. Well, that's good. That's good. Usually that means that you are um, at the verge of a breakthrough. Breakthroughs in arts are very specific, because that means you are changing your level. Basically, art can be split into some kind of, you know, leveling, basically. So as you are drawing, well, as you are drawing and learning and stuff, you are starting to be a little bit inconsistent, because it's like sometimes you are like using your knowledge, sometimes your muscle memory kicks in, and when you're at the verge of a breakthrough, you're going to start noticing more issues with your artworks, and you are going to start drawing consistently. So some artworks are going to be to your liking, some are not going to be to your liking, and that means you're like switching between the levels, because your mind is already skipping the level you are in, and it starts to noticing that there's some issues with the drawings, because your knowledge is catching up faster than your arm. So you need to I would recommend taking some time and drawing a bit slower, and think a little bit deeper to what you're doing. This way, you're going to learn, like, break those habits of your previous level, and you're going to basically develop, you know, the skills that you've already learned. Actually, just you're going to help your brain to catch up with, well, your arm to catch up with everything. Hi dear, got over here. How are you? How's it going? It's me, I changed my name from Large Studios to this because I'm a guy now. Hey, let's go, let's go. Congrats. Congrats, congrats. So, dear man, how have you been? Haven't seen in a long while, actually. Haven't seen in a long while. Hope everything's been going alright. Hmm. I'm doing good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I started playing Undertale. Hmm. I see. I see. Undertale was is on my playlist. Um. Hmm. Well, I'm wondering if I want to play it on stream. There are a couple issues that I have with some games. There are some very toxic communities. Like Minecraft, okay, I guess I can just live through it. If there's going to be like a kid that's going to come in, I can just scare it off. Um, right? Or if it's going to be very persistent and very annoying, then whatever. Moo. Moo, yes. Quack. Moo. Did I say hi, Zaga? If not, then hi, how are you? Hope it has gone. So, for now, I'm just going to slowly, go through all of that. I want to, if you didn't notice, um, basically, if you didn't notice, I'm also trying to make a bit more dynamic sketches, right? So, for example, the character at this point is going to have some kind of a pose to itself, so that's that. And there are going to be some effects like fire. Of course, we're not going to color it, but also, good news for me, because I've been doing some sketching and, well, basically drawing on the side. So, good news for me, I'm progressing with my art. Because I'm actually, I'm doing this to learn this style of sketching a bit faster, basically. That's just basically it. So yeah, we are just going to pursue some things a little bit, work things out, gather things up. I'm almost done with Dungeon Meshi. I'm literally watching last episode. I finished like halfway because of the stream. So I'm like halfway through it. I don't think they'll be able to like complete everything so quickly. You know. I thought you were about to say proceed, and I almost had a what? Proceed? Why proceed is? Nah, they leave the story half finished. Oh, okay. I hate this. I hate this. Especially that I haven't really seen any, info regarding Dungeon Meshi having a continuation anytime soon. So that sucks. At least Freerun is going to have a continuation. I heard about season 2 coming. Did you? I didn't. If it's actually coming, then that's nice. Uh, it's a Deltarune thing. I don't know. I don't understand. I am not in the area. I have no idea of any references that people are throwing at me with when it comes to the stuff related to it. Not Deltarune and not Deltarune nor any way, shape, or form of Undertale references. Nothing at all. So, god damn it. I have a weird cough sticking with me for a while. It's like usually happening when, for example, I'm not talking much. Um, or when I'm talking too much. Yeah, I don't like it. Hi Val, good to have you here. How are you? Brian, how's it going? Hmm. I'm working on something in Ibis Pain and Kapka that's Undertale related. I'm tired. Hello. Tired. Hi Ashen, good to have you here. How are you? Hoping how's it going? I think you've already visited before. But just to be safe, in case you didn't, and this is your first time being around, so then I hope you'll find a comfy corner here. How have you been? So my voice acting is being tested. School starts tomorrow. I don't want to go. I just like. Oh, there is also a VA. Hey, let's go. I've just seen some of the like things about like Sans and basically Sans being like one of the most difficult bosses to beat in this game, and at the same time he's just throwing some dad jokes here and there. I do VA from time to time too. That's nice. That's nice. I've got to finish it. I've only watched 3 eps. I really like the ending song. The guy twinkling Ash. I see. I see. Hmm. Personally, just um, kinda going around with things since he's leaving hell. Yeah, I'm trying to train my voice to be more masculine. I spent 7 days on that guy, bro. I don't like difficult games. I feel like games should be. I feel like games should be more chill. You know, like for example, I don't feel bad. Oof, yeah. But basically the thing is, I'm terrible at dodging attacks. Oof. The thing is that, for example, I dislike Souls likes and basically like and everything around Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Although Elden Ring is a bit better than actual Dark Souls, so that I have to agree with. But I feel like they are going overboard with some things. Mm. Anyways, that's your daily dose of my stupidity. Good ahead off to sleep for school tomorrow. See ya. Bye bye, Val. Bye bye. Thank you for coming. Surprise did not you take that. Oh my. But I do feel like I could play Undertale a little bit, but I know that the thing with Undertale community. hmm. So basically, the thing with Undertale community is like the internet community, right? I'm not saying that everyone is like that because not everyone wants to be associated with certain communities. Like for example, some people don't want to be associated with VTuber communities, even though they are VTubers, and so on and so on and so on. But they just don't find themselves like that, or they know how toxic the community can be, so they don't want to be associated with that. But they are just fans of the series, so that's the thing. So, for example, like the thing about Undertale community is that they really like to backseat you, and they are going to force certain endings and playthroughs on you. And the moment you make one playthrough of it, um, basically, whenever the moment you play one playthrough of it, there are going to be constantly people like coming in and asking to play more because you didn't all your runs, even though like you are done with the game, right? So that's something I'm scared of because like okay, I can still work out have too strong feelings about playstyle. Yes, that's that. Also, I like, okay, I can kind of see through the Minecraft community, even though it's a little bit toxic, just a little bit, not in total. I can live through like communities of like anime series and mangas or VTubers, even though there are going to be people like, oh, she's supposed to be like this, and this, right? And like, I just make a fucking illustration. What do you expect from me? Like, please leave me be. That's the thing, right? So like, I can still live with that, but Undertale community is like, how to say this? Uh, Undertale community is like 200 times worse than your usual toxic community. So that's that. Terra community is usually very cool. Yes, they are very cool. They're very chill. I've been part of it for a little bit. I was doing some nice builds in there, and they are pretty cool to hang out around. They love to help and give you insights, but they don't want to ruin your playthrough. Like, that's what actually good community is. Isn't as bad, but that's because so many were made for Undertale because people wanted to revive. Oh, I see, I see. A use. I'm a newer person to Undertale. I see, I see. Yeah. Back to your thing, Undertale. Yeah, 2016 Undertale community. From what I heard was terrible. I mean, I don't think it changed that much. You know. I don't think it changed to the point you can say it's not anymore, because like communities have this issue that they are like handling chickens. They are like handling chickens, you know? If you have a chicken that is trained and it's like it knows to click the button to eat from the automatic feeder to get the water and stuff, and basically the chickens are teaching themselves, right? So you don't have to do things because they're like sharing the idea. And basically the thing is that communities are kind of like this. So basically people are coming in and they are not starting to be like that, but at some point the toxicity starts to sprinkle, right? It starts to like, it's like someone sprinkling the toxic seeds, and people are starting to cultivate it, and the community gets more and more and more toxic as it goes. So basically, the moment it reaches like very toxic thing, where admins can't even do anything about it, it's like point of no return, and basically no matter for how long you, even if like no matter for how long this community would last, it's going to keep on being very toxic because it's like the internal behavior thing. At some point, people don't even want to be toxic, but they are no, just because of that like community influence basically, which kind of sucks. And the world community is unhinged. Yeah, yeah, it is actually, but it's like funny unhinged, I think. I joined about 10 years too late. Yeah, possibly, but don't worry. I have to say you don't really miss on much. Oh my. For chapter 5 of the turn right now, lol, like all the other fans. Yeah. But I feel like Toby Fox could operate Deltarune a bit differently, because he had a very nice occasion to make a game that would be strictly like oriented around the people's decisions. but he's making the game very linear. So no, like the only decision for you is, for example, to kill monsters and stuff, and it constantly keeps the same thematic. But if he would make like, oh, you killed that person, right? Kind of like, yeah. Um, yeah, so basically, like, if you kill a person, that person won't be able to have an influence on certain event. So you are branching off into totally different way because that route is like closed off from you because that person is not alive. Is a choice-based thing for Undertale. For Undertale, no, he didn't. He didn't do like real choice-based thing because the only choice you have is saving the monsters or killing them. And your only choice is to go genocide or pacifist run, or you can make mixed things. So some characters are getting killed, some not. That is not choice based. Because no matter if you, for example, kill Undyne, it won't change anything. That means it's linear. Yeah, but roots are not making any difference basically. The story is the same no matter what, and only like your interactions with the monsters are having an effect on like last on the ending of the game, which is like, I would say it still accounts for me as a very linear game. But because, for example, you kill so Undyne can't come and rescue you. Ergo, you, for example, land into some kind of problems where you have to figure out a different route. That's non-linear game. That's choice-based story, right? Because you make the story. I don't know. I haven't played through the whole game because I said it's okay. Like don't worry. Like the thing is that it's that Toby Fox is making linear game and only makes things based on the points you are getting from dialogue points. For example, so it's kind of like Fable. Fable. It's literally like Fable. Actually, the only difference in Fable is that you get evil points or good points, and you are getting the at certain point you are getting to grow horns and have like death aura around you because you're becoming evil, or you get a halo and there's like good aura around you because you're becoming like very good, right? So that's, and if you have certain amount of points you can actually reach certain endings, and that's literally how the entirety of Toby Fox's games are working. So no matter of anything you are doing the story, it doesn't matter in the total set of things. It literally doesn't matter, but it could, and it would make the game even better in my opinion. And I've seen some people were already saying that. But of course, the community lashed them for saying, because the Undertale is such a perfect game. That's why I've made a decision that I don't want to play certain games. I kind of learned that closing myself totally on every single game might not be good because every community is a little bit toxic. Um, but Undertale, no matter of what, is like the game that I just want to dodge in full. I despise what Undertale does as a community. It's same like if anyone from Undertale community is like coming around and can recommend a game, they're telling you, oh, play Undertale, but they don't take no as as an answer either. So it's like they're starting to like think that you are going to play Undertale even though you said no. It's not as bad now, but in the past was terrible. I don't know, man. I don't know. I still see like the toxicity around, you know? from my experience. I don't know, maybe I haven't seen much from Undertale anymore, but when I saw some stuff still happening in the last year, the community didn't change at all. It's just, I guess, people just close themselves in their like like subreddits and stuff, as many communities did. I've noticed that a lot of communities in 2025 closed themselves like fully, and you could only have interactions with them directly in the subreddits. Everything like beyond that, they weren't really coming out from those. They weren't really talking about their community outside of the subreddits, etc. It's like internet in the last year just segregated. I find that cool, but I guess it's also quite restricting with how far we can do. So yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, I'm just like, the thing is that a lot of communities also don't want to hear someone talking bad things about their game, even I just remembered I have an abstract painting thing I was working on. Oh, I see. That's pretty nice. Pretty nifty. It's for my grandma. Ooh, wish I could see. Maybe I'm not a fan of like typical abstractions that are right now, but you know, even like anime wizard like character drawn is assigned to abstractions. So yeah, anything that is not reality is not realistic. So I only have the background code of paint down. Oh, I see, I see. Well, I guess you gotta get to drawing then. I guess you gotta get to drawing, eh? So yeah, I guess it's also really allowing me to like this method. I'm gonna go listen to music or something. Bye, 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 dear. Bye, bye. Blip, blip. Huh. So yeah, I've been working on things a little bit today. Yesterday I didn't really finish anything. Today I started finishing a lot of sketches. I've got an idea for the logos for series, so we are going. I guess if we are going to have enough time on the next stream, we are going to work on these too. Just I want to just complete most of the stuff today. I doubt I'll be able to finish all the commissions, so I'm just going to probably leave them um, for tomorrow, for example. So I'm going to come back, and as soon as I'm going to come back, I'm going to just start working on the commissions after eating, just to get as much work put into it as possible. I saw Muto's Frog Lady sketch from last stream. Did they finish? Did they finish it? Oh my. Yeah, Muto, did you finish your artwork? I think it was Marcus, or was it like a different character? I don't know. The character after Marcus. Oh, mean Marcus. Yeah. Oh, actually, I don't think I've talked about this. Some like couple days ago, um, on the Vtuber subreddit, there was actually a post of someone who was a friend of Haruka. He tried to blow up the entire some kind of a drama around her and her friend group. I'm not going to get into details just so no one would catch up on that. The post is already deleted because it was, talking about drama and basically breaking the server's rules. But I've actually like looked into that with a bit more logical and critical eye because I was like, Haruka is one of the streamers that I might be able to watch. You know how difficult for me it is to like focus on stuff. Hmm. So I don't have the full version of Clip Studio, so I didn't save Rip Marcus. Oh no. We gotta get Muto the full version of Clip Studio Paint. It's not really that expensive, to be fair. So yeah. Mm. No, it had aura. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I need to make more curse blessings drawings. Oh my. True though. True. That'll be fun. Also, I'm almost done making the like some kind of acceptable playlist. I believe some at some point in the next week we are going to be able to listen to songs during the stream. It takes time to generate all of those songs because like you have limited amount of credits on the AI, so I just can't really generate constantly the songs to get like about 2 hours worth of songs, and the songs are usually generated in a very specific length, right? So you don't really get much from that. Because yes, I've decided to just AI generate the songs since they are not really doing anything. So I don't know why, but I've had a weird thing that I have a weird feeling that the person. Oh wait, holy shit! It wasn't a dream. Actually, the the literal agent wrote back to me. I guess it's not going to be a good news though. I have a feeling, but you know, uh, we'll see. I'm not having high hopes. I do believe that the person is going to like, messed up. She, probably blah. You didn't finish the Vtuber drama? Oh. Yeah, so basically, like, I've looked into what that guy had to say, and basically something started to seem off as I was reading the thing. And basically, I've noticed that there's something, like, there are a couple red flags in the guy's logic. So I figured out to like reread it, and I've noticed certain like all of the like some logical holes. Maybe there was a little bit more, but basically, the feeling I've had is that the guy got like super sour because he lost his high follower contacts because of some guy who, well, just made a good decision, right? He just got some friends with a lot of followers. He started streaming a lot, way more, and he just started to get more followers. And the guy was like, oh, so basically he started to act weird and so on. He stopped being so he started to be cold towards me, and so on. And I've noticed that he started streaming more and got much more followers, and like, so the guy got just salty because his friend go started getting much more followers and started treating him cold. But the thing is, the guy started to treat him cold, and based on the messages he also posted as his quote unquote proof, was that he actually made he started to treat that guy cold in the first place. So he just received the same kind of treatment based on how he was treating him. And the dude just freaked out and started like, saying, "Oh, I don't trust you," and this kind of stuff, just out of nowhere, even though the guy just wanted to be friends. Like, based on the conversations, the guy actually wanted to still be friends and stuff, even though he, like, the OP literally was like doing a lot of like freaked up things. So freaked up things. He was just freaking out a lot, and basically he started to have a really bizarre kind of behavioral pattern. So I figured out that the entire thing was not to quote unquote protect Haruka as he claimed, because it was about the Haruka's quote unquote friend group, but also regarding but actually regarding that guy with whom he was friends with, and just because he got salty because he can't grow his freaking channel because he doesn't have any idea how to, and just got jealous over it. And apparently he found like other people who from his friend circle who also apparently started to noticing that he started to get a bit more traction and stuff. And it's just screwed up because like the guy could literally like I just hate this kind of thing. It's just jealousy. It's just straight up jealousy. Like, for example, all of my friends already got over 1,000 subscribers and stuff. I am happy for them. I'm really happy for them because they can start earning on YouTube. They can start, for example, being the. I don't even understand what's going on there. Yeah, don't worry. So basically, like, when your friend is going somewhere with his or her channel, you should be just sharing that thing. Like, who knows, maybe they are going to be like, hey yo, get on the thing, I want to stream with you, let's call up so you could also grow faster this way. Just burned all bridges. Yes, bro, just burned all bridges. That's the thing, and I hate this. And not only that, he burned also bridges with Haruka, and Haruka is like friends with Zentreya, Heavenly Father, and like, oh, you know, Froggy, and all of those like giants from Vishoujo. And not only that, he said that he was a really good friend with her, but he had no idea that Vishoujo disbanded first of all, and she left Vishoujo even before Vishoujo disbanded. And it actually started to disband only because Haruka left, because Vishoujo itself was started to cause her immense mental health strain. If someone doing better, it's worth more to figure out why instead of getting jelly. Yes, yes, that's exactly that. That's exactly this. Exactly. Like, if, for example, if I would do the same content as Areku, let's say, I would try to analyze what he was doing for his content that got him, that gave him such a huge traction, basically, and that's it. There's nothing else to that. Or even heck, even ask him for an advice. Like, Ayo, I've noticed that, you know how we have similar content on our channels. I've noticed that you've started to like grow faster. I can't figure out what you are doing differently than me. Like, tell me your secret. And a friend is actually going to share it. It's not like it's a secret unless the friend actually is like, you know, either doing something really shady, or the friend is like, you know, acting up, you know. Then of course they are not going to say that, but you know, games are to stream as a channel are very difficult because everyone is playing games. So it's like, yeah, there are a ton of underrated small streamers. Yeah, yeah, that's that. You know, for example, it's as I said, it's because they're, for example, streaming only games. Like found one this morning. Oh, I see. Also, I have to read the message from the agent, from the literary agent. I am really hoping that she would want to cooperate with me. I'm scared that she won't. But I'll try to, since I already got a contact with her, I'll just try to talk with her and see what can be done. We will see. Like yesterday's streamer. Oh boy. It was today for me. Oh. Wait, are you talking about the streamer I'm thinking you're thinking about? It yesterday for me. Because like if you are talking about the about that one, wait. Oh, I think you've sent me that after midnight. So yeah, I guess it was today. Also, yesterday I've talked with a really close friend of mine that I haven't really talked with for a while. He used to attend the same technical college as me. So yeah, I'm loopy. Why are you loopy? Sent you which one? Okay, okay, thank you, thank you. And sweetie, why are you looping? Oh, good. I know you've had a doctor's appointment, so I'm assuming that maybe that might be connected with it because I'm tired but can't sleep on your. Wait, did you had a? Oh, not the yesterday one. Okay, okay. I see. No, it's Sunday. Ah, I see, I see. Okay. Now I remember what you remember. Okay. I see, see. Hmm. I don't know why, but I'm enjoying way too much drawing these. And surprisingly, I'm managing to still draw quite fast. We are not even an hour in, like a full hour in, and I'm already almost done. And the character is very detailed. I think it's because I'm doing way less. I'm making very thin lines at this point, but I think it's also because I'm making like very few, trying to make very few lines, so I'm not making as many lines as usually. Friends send me streamer with like yoga ball boobas. Oh my! So that's the one I remembered. That what Devi remembers. Yeah, interesting. What? Yeah, because yeah. I can remember what Zaga remembers that Mutu remembers. In fact, I never knew in the first place. Oh my. Oh my. Hey, actually, folks, do you remember games? Tight type shit. You have games on your phone. Oh my. I remember at my school, I remember some mission in Call of Duty. Hmm. I remember in our school when someone had a phone. Basically, like, okay, I might come out as old. Please bear with me. When I was young, we had the phones for us still had the keyboards, but it was like the verge of it. So as the further in the like education I was going, we switched from the keyboard phones to touch phones, right? And basically, mm, at first we've had this thing like someone was walking up to you and like start slamming like their fingers on top of your screen, like, oh, is it touchable? It was like the most annoying thing, but yeah. Actually, it was just only to make people irritated. I used to say that to one of my school friends. Oh my. Keyboard phones had fun games. They didn't want you to buy games to avoid waiting 15 hours to play. Hmm. They didn't want you to buy gems to avoid wait. Gems. Okay, gems. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I figured out what you're talking about. You're talking about the actual, like the current case of games and buying gems and shit. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Those games were games. Games nowadays are gambling games. They had to encrypt save files. Yeah. Hi, Incineroar. Glad to have you here. How are you? Hope has going. I think this is the first science round, so hope you find a comfy corner here. How are you? Not the first time. Had a weird feeling that it might be the case, but still went with the first timer greeting. I'm okay. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear it. So yeah. Yep, yep, yeah. Um I'm basically trying to, just figure out uh I guess I can safely say that starting from the next week we are going to do those like in a bit different. Went to the US for the first time and I'm stuck on the side of the highway because my tire blew. Good one. Damn. God damn. Oh no. Actually, isn't there like a button on the highway to call the road help, basically, in such case? So just waiting on a friend to bring me a spare. Oh, I see. No, you don't have those. God damn! How people in America are actually capable to like help themselves in such cases. No, god damn. It's imported. It's my personal car. Hmm. That's nice. That's nice. But still, though, even if it's imported, like the size of the tire, for example, don't really change. Usually, they are sending people already with the spare tire, and they are allowing you, like they're exchanging it for you, taking out the old tire too, because it's a trash at this point. Nice save, otherwise the bill would have been insane. E. That's also true. Probably since it's America, for such help you would have to pay like 5 years of your pension, of your paycheck. God damn. I have to pay him for gas since it's a 4-hour drive for him, yeah. I mean, still though, it's just paying for gas. Aren't car stuff cheap in the US? I don't know, I've heard that actually the Campbell run didn't go as planned. Oh no. Oh no. Well, gas is like 1/3 compared to ours. True. I think it's like that too, but I've heard it also go way more expensive. So it's and like it got more expensive compared to our stuff. So it got more or less around the same price what we have right now. So it's like expensive as heck. But at the same time, isn't like compared to how much we have to pay for it, and after exchanging the currency, isn't it's still the same price? Get how gas works in the US. I don't trust putting gas in my car. Oh my. It's just pure petrol. Oil right from the dinosaur. Hey yo, actually, since oil, what happens if you run out? Actually, if here's a thought. If I have gas to consume my trunk, god damn. Um, if actually we oil comes from dinosaur fossils and plastic is made out of oil and we make dinosaurs out of plastic, aren't we just playing with actual dinosaurs? Also, I might be today. I'm going to be most likely done with Dungeon Meshi. We do. Let's go. I'm going to probably today finish Dungeon Meshi and then I'm going to watch the One Piece. But since I have only 3 episodes to watch from One Piece because of the arcing, right? Because of the arc, I might actually start to also today watching Frieren. Can't wait. Can't wait because actually Frieren, if I remember correctly, is going to have a second season this month. So I'll be able to watch first season, quickly wait for the second season to finally get done and watch second season right after. Also, I've already figured out what what anime I'm going to watch after I'm going to be done with Frieren. So of course I'm going to keep at it with One Piece, but the seasonal anime is going to be, for example, Black Lagoon and stuff. Dub or sub. Um, Recently I've been watching with dubbing. I'm planning on watching some anime, tomorrow at work. So I'm going to turn on subs just to, get the thing, get the gist. Free and dub is decent. Actually, I've noticed that there are some dubs that are way better. I mean, way better. That are decent, basically. Way better than some other dubs. That's what I wanted to say. Uh, of course, the original voice is still good, but I've noticed that the recent anime got way better dubs than older anime. Like, for example, old One Piece had really bad dub, but the further you go into the anime, the dubbing changes into a bit better. So I guess it just gets better and better with the time as it gets. So I just need to sit through it. And yeah, Black Lagoon dub is better. Agree or no? Got spooked by AI and now they do better quality. Possibly, yeah, possibly. Although I've been toying around with the anime dubbing with AI because there's a thing like I want to, for example, um, do some stuff for my mom so she could also be able to watch things. So, for example, I want to have like um, lecturing, make like lecturing thing that would like be able to create you would be able to throw in the movie. It would pick up the thing and make and basically if I would, let's say, sit down are funny in a different way. I see, I see. So basically, my plan is to like figure out to throw in the movie, then throw in the translated scripture, right? The script, and make the AI make lecture over the movie. So my mom would be able to watch movies faster than people, basically, and would be able to watch movies with me because, like, my mom doesn't speak English, and she has that issue that we want to watch some movies, but it sucks because it doesn't work because we can't watch them because they are not translated yet, for example. So, like, I was wondering how we can do that because so far we have like a bunch of movies that we want to watch, but we cannot because they are not translated. So I was thinking about maybe even like doing like very simple thing that would just create this some kind of like voiceover to create this thing, for her, or even allow to create like text to speech kind of thing, but if it would read PDFs, so it takes the PDF and then automatically creates an audiobook because her eyesight is also not that good and her eyes hurt when she tries to read. I've got her an entire series of Warren books, right? Ed and Lorraine Warren's, the entire series that they've released. And basically, she's struggling with reading through it, right? So, yeah. Same, but we have a different problem. I can't watch movies in my own language because our voice actors are so bad. I hear that female voice actors are every single thing. With a voice that you want to punch her. God damn. Holy crap. Oh no, not the voice that gives you violence. Our thing is that we don't really get dubbings. We don't really have voice actors. I think there's like 10 on the most or 12. Hear her voice and it makes me so angry, bro. I guess it's not even the voice, but how she speaks. I hate this. I hate this so much. I guess, it would be then you could also make something similar for yourself, right? I guess you could watch also with your mom or whatever you're planning with it, and it would be way better because the voice acting would be better. I guess it will be difficult seeing interview with her. I know she speaks normal, but in dubs it's so, and even know how to describe it. Huh? I see. Is it one of those voices that make her sound like she's trying to sound way better than everyone? Um, yeah. Mm-hmm. So basically, I guess I'm going to generate with AI the songs, and I'm going to also play them on stream. I'm going to make a special hidden playlist for all of you because I need to like make like copyright kind of thing to ensure that no one's going to like that no scam company is going to like pick up the background music from me and claim it to be theirs, because I'll be able to dispute it directly because it's going to be mine directly, right? It's going to be assigned to my channel and I'll be able to control who's available to play these songs from my channel too. But very basically it's like I'm going to like share that hidden playlist with people on Discord. So there's going to be a link for anyone who would want to use it, basically. For very punchable impression also means every single female character because anybody she does over becomes punchable character. Oh my. For transcription, Whisper that CPP is really good for local. I don't know about voice gen with emotion since I don't particularly like its implications or quality. The only AI TTS is Piper TTS, however, it doesn't have emotion, it's just for screen reader and home assistant. Actually, for example, if I would want to do something like that, XTTS is not bad. I might try to get around that because, for example, Zentreya started using a different text to speech. So basically, Zentreya is like hiding herself totally. She uses special text to speech thing that is modulating her voice, and basically she asked Vidal because isn't Zentreya using 11 Labs? That's the thing. I have no idea. I know that she has a specially programmed app that she actually commissioned off of someone. So the app is like commissioned. It's like custom app that she got. It's not something that anyone can use. Same for her model thing. Vedal was using 11 Labs too. Now I think it's the Microsoft thingy. I believe Vedal changed from 11 Labs. That's the thing. And he helped Zentreya changing the app, basically. So I think she also like partially commissioned him to support the programmers that she commissioned to upgrade her app to actually get a bit better voice mod. So now she has way better latency between what she says to what the text to speech, and the text to speech actually can give her voice an emotion. So she can scream, she can sound sad, she can sound happy and stuff. Of course, it still sounds kind of robotic, but it has a little bit more modulation to what she used to have. And I have no idea what that might be because I know Vedal was also jumbling with things, and he was using 11 Labs. That I'm sure 100%. But I know that Vedal changed the things and actually also got something custom going on for her, like for the last year. Pretty sure Vedal using the Azure Cognitive Services text to speech. I see. I see, I see. Well, makes sense, but I'm scared that it might also be the thing for such project. You don't really need anything that would have emotions because it's not going to be like forcing out a dubbing. Because I don't want to make the dubbing. I want to make a lector. For those who don't know what lector is, it's basically one like narrator kind of person who reads the entire movie for every single character. So there's no like change between in the voice between females or males. It's just you hear the original sound in the back, and there's like a guy who narrates the entire movie with the with slight shift, so it sounds like the person is like actively translating the movie to you. So that's the thing. And I think like those movie recaps on YouTube, possibly, possibly, but this is actually how all of the movie in Poland are looking like. Very few movies get dubbing, and if any movie would get dubbing, that movie is actually also not like typical movie adults watch. It's actually a movie for YA or kids. Those are the only things that get a dubbing. Like normal adult movies, like if you would want to sit down and watch like some action movie that was released even like 2025 and like in December, let's say, it's still going to have a lector. There are no dubbings to those. That's a bit, You could say that it's a bit of a letdown, but actually it also makes things a bit easier because if I want to make an app like that, I could use it for. We get most movies dubbed, very few with no dub. I see. I see. See. Yeah. So I guess it's just a thing. If I could just make an app like this, I could then just dub any movie my mom would want me to dub, and she could possibly read it. Well, not read it, watch it. Or I could throw in a PDF and get, god damn it. I could just make an audiobook for her. But for audiobooks, she also needs like very specific emotion, like someone who reads but with emotion. She said that she doesn't like when the person who reads doesn't have any emotion to the voice because it makes everything boring. So that making audiobooks for her is going to be much more difficult. But I guess just trying to make an app for them would be for her would be good enough of a thing, just for a while. Alright, anime dub is really good because done by different group. I see. Done. Makes sense. Skipped one. We even have Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that dubbed. We got movies dubbed, very few with no, I've read that one. We even have Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that dubbed. Our anime dub is really good because done by different group. Yeah. makes sense. We've also had the like I can show you the code of red. But you see I doubt it would be that kind of thing because it would be like what Vidal done, right? For Neuro. So I doubt it would work with what I want. I mean OX memory. But I need like very specific like tool basically made with it. And to be fair, it's literally because I want my mom to be able to catch up with things faster. Or that she wouldn't feel left out on things. I made an AI that does like audiobook. Huh. You can train Piper TTS on your own voice model. To be fair, I was wondering about that because there are moments where I don't feel like talking during the stream. And I was promising that I'm going to start making streams where I'm not going to say anything, right? You can train XCTS in 6 seconds of your voice. Yeah. So basically, I was like wondering if I want to build my own TTS and then just use it if I would ever need to like stay silent and just use my TTS instead of like writing on the canvas. And I figured out that it's actually not really that bad idea. But I'm too lazy to do things, and I have way too many things already on my mind. So I need to first I need to unload from all the crap I have right now. So yeah. Well, I can send you my code. It's like 80% what you need. I see, I see. That might come in handy. I don't know if you want me to mangle with your code though. Oh my. It's very modular. I see. Ah, I can't wait to finally finish Delicious in Dungeon. And come to think of it, it took me like, let's say 3 days. It would be done way faster though, because I've watched most of it in one day. Like today, because I've finished at episode 8 and I've watched rest of 24 episodes ever since I woke up, and it was like around 9. The whole program can see chat and respond with voice, and if there is no chat activity, it just tells stories like Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Uh, uh, huh. Oh my. Nah, that ain't it. I don't want to like set up Davis to be AI VTuber, you know? I just need a text to speech kind of thing. I tell you, it's modular. Oh, I guess. It would be also really cool because I wouldn't have to read the chat all of the time. Chain TTS on your voice and ERP with yourself. Bruh. Imagine like making a stream where I'm just, you know, arguing with myself. That would be crazy. Help! The VTuber went mad. Dude speaking with himself. Imagine. But yeah, I have to say, like, AI can, again, like, I do feel like AI is a good tool, but people are misusing it. Like, for example, using it for crime and stuff. Using it to generate big titty anime girls en masse, yeah. But the thing is that actually people are not ordering those as often. Like they can see when someone is doing that, but at this point, like everything is easily accessible. So what's the reason of even buying something, made something like that? Oh, they don't have to sell it. Yeah, that's also a thing. But for example, if someone you've seen, for example, I've shown you the state of like DeviantArt commissions, right? Everything is just en masse, you know, en masse AI can generate images for themselves to watch them. Yeah, that's also true. But the thing is that, you know, people like on DeviantArt, for example, you have like a crap load of offers to AI generate things for you. And you can see, I mean, they are saying that those are the artworks, but they are not. They are AI. generated images. Those are not artworks, in my comprehension. Before someone asks why, it's just because I find that artwork should be a piece of artist's soul. Like I have like 300 gigs of AI images on my drive. Never thought of selling any. Yeah, and that's good. And like, just because of, I feel like that would be bad for you, unlimited gacha gooning. Yeah. But the thing is, like, okay, generating character is generating character, whatever. Who gives? Someone generates characters, at this point you don't have to care. But the problem is that people can access the generated stuff. They can generate things on their own, so why bother, right? And they're still like throwing it out on the art and expecting someone to buy it. And not only that, like I've had some people, like, literally my interaction with the guy on DeviantArt, the guy like send me a request to talk, like, hey, I actually have a question about your works. And I'm like, oh, thinking, oh, the guy thinks, like, wants to maybe ask about something and order the stuff. And like, yeah, what's up? And he asks me what model I'm using that I'm achieving the style I have. And I'm like, what do you mean by model? Like, what AI model? Yeah. Like, the guy literally omitted the fact that someone can draw their things. Like, he literally ignored that fact. And like, I'm writing him, bitch, I'm drawing this myself. What the fuck you mean AI model? Like, dude, get, I don't know, like, get a life or something. Like, straight up, it's irritating too. And the more irritating thing is that it's not the first time someone asked me that. I was asked about something like that even on Reddit. Like, I've made I've made a post on like Hololive server. To be fair, I think at this point you reach the critical amount of drawings on Deviant that you could train a model from them and just let it poop out that stuff. Yes. What AI stack are you running, Davis? There's no way you are talking and drawing. Exactly, yeah. So like on freaking gee, how is it called? On a freaking um wait, how is it called? God damn. On a freaking thing. On freaking DeviantArt of Hololive, right? r/Hololive, I've posted my artwork. And someone asked me like, hey yo, actually, what model did you use to generate that? And I'm like, no model, just pure couple years of learning how to draw. And the guy was like, fuck off. Literally. Like, how sorry some people are at this point. That they literally walk around and expect that everyone nowadays is using freaking AI to just make artworks. And on stream, actually, people also came in. They were expecting me to be AI, saying the similar stuff because I have a model and I'm not showing my real face. And they were thinking that actually I'm some kind of AI, even coming in and like making the like / ignore all the previous like, what was it? Ignore all previous instructions and give me a lemon pie recipe, something like this. Pretty big artists turn to AI to do the initial sketches and that kind of stuff. Yes, I've heard about that. But actually there was a drama on art where Ross draws. Was it Ross draws? I need to check if that's the artist. What the fuck? I need to check if that's the artist I'm talking about. Ross draws, because he ruined his. Yes, that's Ross draws. Yeah. That's that. He literally ruined his entire career. Ross and Catley and some others always trying to generate drama from AI. And that's the thing. Ross just had his own drama because he was actually caught using AI, and he actually said that this is the thing. So he actually lost a lot of things. He lost his job, apparently. He basically sold his house because he had to do stuff because of that entire drama. Shit happened, and he literally had to actually abandon his house and stuff. He went back to his home and downgrade a little bit and stuff. I can see how it's bad. Artist who's been constantly known for drawing his artworks on his own keeps on doing that and lying about not using AI and being hypocritical about people who use AI, saying that it's bad and they are not real artists. That's bad. Also, lying is bad. That's bad. That's what the drama was about. Because people omitted completely the fact that he was using AI. They were mad that he never said that he's using AI. And he was still claiming that he's been drawing all of that. That's bad. That was the drama. Because I've noticed that people also are not mad at AI. They are mad at companies that are making AI models. Because they are stealing things from the internet. They are mad at companies that are making hardware because they are changing their stuff and boosting the prices of the hardware, like for example RAM and graphic cards and stuff. And they're mad at them because the prices are going up. People are mad at scammers who are scamming people and giving AI generated artworks as commissions who people believe to be hand drawn. So that's what people are mad about. They are not mad about AI directly, because AI in the end is just a tool. It's a tool misused by bad people, and that's exactly what's causing all the drama, fuss around it. 90% of what I draw was something to do with AI, either the reference or the base or just fixing the thing. Yeah, and fun fact: today when I was doing not the commission, sorry, went totally wrong, different way. When I was doing the sketches for the DeviantArt, I actually generated characters in poses, made the constructions in those poses. So I was just sitting down and make a character in a pose, right? Generated the character in a pose and drew my usual construction, because that way I'm also burning that pose into my mind, right? So basically for the sketches I've made the construction and build a character on top of that construction based off of the AI generated artwork. I've made my own reference, either the reference or base or just fixing the thing. Yeah. So, and reference is actually good. There are small people things combined, things with employees unpaid mean to a convention stall helper and the AI. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for Rose it was a huge rack up of things that, like, at some point shit hit the fan, and at certain point it just got worse because people caught up on the fact that he's using AI and not drawing things himself anymore, and they've got mad about that because, like, here's the thing: if I want to sell an artwork, I'm not going to generate the artwork and sell it as a poster. I'm going to sit down, put my hard work into that, blood, tears, and sweat into the entire illustration that I'm going to sell as poster, and I'm going to sell it as a poster. If I'm doing sketches that are just going to be like drops of sketches and I need to have several quick ideas for the thing, I'm going to, for example, rethink, and if I'm going to be stuck on something, I'm going to generate AI reference just to speed up the process and still draw the thing myself. That's, I think, how things should be going. Exactly how things should be going. AI is a tool. It is just a tool. It's not making you an artist, it's not making you a writer, it's not making you any kind of job. It's a tool you can use to help you speed up your process. Nothing else. And like, actually Jazza recently made a uh, um, Jazza made recently a video again about AI, and he was saying that AI is a good tool, but it looked like he has couple more words to say about AI, because he said that as of now AI doesn't seem to be able to steal the artist's jobs, and I think it's still going to have that effect because AI is now collapsing on itself and it's not even fully capable to generate good things. So, like, people now are going to talk that, oh, AI is having difficulties, but AI is learning now on itself, and AI was generating artworks that had a lot of issues, like messed up hands, feet, messed up faces, a lot of glitches and such things that are showing that AI is AI. Meaning that AI is not going to progress, but actually going to go back on itself. So yeah. Also, I've seen some AI people getting mad because people started doing like a lot of signatures or watermarks and such, which is funny to look at because they're literally like fuming that people started doing that because I can't take your work for my AI learning machine. Oh. It's funny. It's funny. I like it. I like it. The main problem is literally just with people. It's the people, not the tool. You don't blame, you don't like praise an eraser, just. It's more like that people don't even know how to do it properly but want to make money from it. True. That's also true. Yeah. And they are thinking that that's the finished product, while it's not, and it's just causing some issues. I'm way too proud to create model based off of my own works just to generate stuff quickly. I could do AI that nobody would tell that it's AI. Possibly. But what's the point? Yeah, exactly. And like, for example, personally, I would feel way too bad knowingly trying to make like lie about how much I've done in a work. I wasn't. I like. Here's the thing. That's something I never really understood about Ross. I've spent most of my life learning this. Literally. Why would I throw it all out of the window to train AI model and just ignore everything. What's the point? Like, what's the heck in the heck is the point of it to do it this way? It makes no sense. Why I've spent such a long time learning how to draw if now I'm going to just throw it all out the window, and unless you want to mass sell them on Deviant. Still not. Still not. Well, of course, it would be easier, right? Creating a model off of that and mass sell this thing, because it's also like I'm also using way more simpler style instead of like what I'm doing, and of course it takes some time. But it makes absolutely zero sense for me to like coordinate an entire AI LoRa just to do something like that. I would be drawing anyway, so yeah. And also I'm risking drama if I would be using that. I'm risking losing clients. And if I'm planning on making it my plan B, using AI is actually very shitty way to attempt on that. Because yeah, as a matter of fact, I am planning on switching things, switching my life into making that my source of income, you know? So that's the thing. And I hope nobody hates me for like saying that it's a tool. I'm just stating a fact. It is a tool. People are misusing this. And it's mostly people who are just dumb fucks who think they can just swing about it. I don't give anyone any permission to even make the LoRa based off of my artworks, because like I don't even want this to hang around, you know? Like you want to use AI, sure, go ahead. Making a unloading the LoRa. Like at this point, I wouldn't be shocked that my artworks were already thrown into some kind of like learning model at this point. Like for example, I bet if I would like go on DeviantArt and type in um a proper thing, even though I've turned off allowing the AI to use my artworks. If I'm going to type in things properly, it's already in the soup. Yeah, it's already in the soup. Even my artworks on, like, not on my DeviantArt, but those artworks that I'm making, even those are already in the soup. I bet if I would ask Grok about drawing things in a specific style, it's going to draw things in my style. Just because it's already in the soup. Even though, again, I've turned off the AI sharing. Because there's literally no sense in turning that off, because no matter what you do, the things are already in the soup. So it makes zero sense for you to like even be mad at things, because literally no sense. I'm yeah. I think it's too small percent and too little captioning to count as anything. Maybe. My issue with AI is scammers. Yeah, that's also the thing. The scammers that as I've mentioned, right? People that are just generally people that are misusing the AI. Companies, corporations, and the government. However, in my opinion, image gen AI should have never been created. Putting aside art theft, illegal deepfake kind of stuff has exploded. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. At this point, someone can even make like fake order to the army and just, you know, spread it out, or make like some kind like shitstorm with like some kind of politician saying things and erupting with like some kind of immense problems. That would be really like effed up, but I know that this might happen anytime soon. So yeah, you're right. That is a huge freaking problem, huge freaking issue. Also, companies the biggest misusers, putting GPT type LLMs into everything, trying to convince people to trust it, while LLMs hallucinate 80% of the time. Yes, exactly. Like literally, people are proving that AI is still unable to make proper math solutions. Like guy asked the AI like, what's like some mathematics, but they have to put it into everything because shareholders are crazy for it. Yeah, that's the issue. Because I believe LLMs that they're placing in are also gathering like deeper, you know, gathering way deeper data than usually people shareholders would get, and for some reason shareholders want data of what someone googles and asks for. That's why also using AI in a funny way, making it hallucinate, having a stroke and stuff, is quickly becoming blocked phrasing as a blocked phrasing, because they don't want AI to go crazy because it's breaking their plans. Now my banking app has a built-in AI, for example, and I ask about some short-term investment plans and it hallucinated 100% of it. Yeah. I've done the same thing. It literally was, yeah, talking bullcrap. Can be very dangerous. Yeah. But here's the thing. um Basically, if you lose on it this way, people can actually sue. Unless there's the information that you shouldn't trust it because it's not 100% true. But no one's going to do that because they want people to ask things and go with that kind of area of effect, right? Yeah. I only use a local LLM as a jump off point, which I then go and search up myself. Yeah, that's literally how it's supposed to be used. Literally. You get just like first-hand information and researching on the matter, because you're just gathering information what's important for that subject, because it's going to kind of oscillate around what you ask it for, but hallucinate the information for it, so you just get the points on it. I would not ask my local LLM. Oh my. So yeah, it's like just going to give you like areas to look for. Like for example, I wanted to research some occultistic kind of areas the ideology, for some kind of ideas for my book, and it gave me some informations, but all the what was that? All the informations were just fake. I have a really unhinged and censored 4chan fine-tuned Llama 3.1 vision model. Oh no. Oh no. Really, I don't trust it, but it is a decent starting point when you have no idea. Yeah, but like again, because like I've asked it for the occultistic like informations, and it started to like talking about some kind of gods and stuff. But when I've done the research on that, like everything was hallucinated. none of the gods it gave me actually was real, even if I asked it for like real gods and such. So I've looked into like, because it gave me religions kind of that were going for it, and actually there were gods responsible for that, but they had different names. Or like it gave me some kind of ideas what kind of words I should be using. So for example, I should be using Hebrew language because it's usually associated with this and this, and it gave me a Hebrew word, but the Hebrew word was like something totally wrong. And I've asked it for, and I've googled the actual Hebrew word, and it gave me the proper Hebrew word, and I've used that. So like, you know, it's like you're just building points for your own research. And Google done it. Google actually have a notepad that is making like first like point steps for you. So you're receiving a bullet points for yourself to research on, but it doesn't do the proper research for you. So you're taking all that stuff and still go to Google doing the research on that, and you are getting the informations. Really cool thing. That's what I shifted to, well, to do my research. Because like, for example, you don't really know exactly the topic, so you can't really build the bullet points for the bullet points for your researching, right? Because you don't know what's important for the topic. So it helps you build those points basically for the research. Quen 3 coded 30B gives some good snippets, though I've tried to work with it and it wasn't really that good for me. Maybe it was just poorly set up, or I don't know. I've had some wrong thing. I have some old models, and merges of old models. Also, Hugging is not the only place to get them. Also, I do bigger models usually because I have 2 times 3090s, which is 48 gigs of VRAM. Damn. I'm actually thinking about upgrading my PC to go far and beyond. I would want to make like merged thing to have like 2 graphic cards in it to also boost up the amount of VRAM, like this kind of thing. I believe it's going to be way more expensive project, so I'm for now just holding up with it, because I like, first of all, I want to buy a house and I believe it's going to like detract me for a couple years if I'm going to go with that peculiar project first. So like, I'm saving for that. No idea what model scope is. I get stuff from GitHub. Model scope is a thing, but I just don't care enough. Having face is the easiest since most things are there. Yeah. Basically CNHF. Oh my, oh my. I like how we found a consensus and we are not making like any heated arguments regarding AI. I'm really glad that we can do that. I guess at some point, if I won't have much idea for the pose for the character, I can speed things up and just generate something. Even during the stream, because it's not going to really take that long to generate it. Although I believe I would want to hear your idea first about that. I think you used to quantize model for Quen. Possibly, possibly I did. When I say 35 gigs, so it probably doesn't run on your machine. Oh no, the one I've had was pretty hefty too. It was pretty big model too. Use the one beat Davis, it has reached enlightenment. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. But yeah. I want to I'm probably going to make a poll what people are going to think about me going into that. Think you have the Q4? I don't know. I've had like two different ones. I've used the 17 gigs, but I downloaded also like 32 gigs version of Quen. And I've used 32 gigs and it worked a little bit better, but it still had a stroke. Like, for example, I was asking it for something and it started writing in Chinese for me. So, you know. I usually go for Q6. I see. Or if the model is small, even Q16. Mm-hmm. To be fair, I don't even know what the Q stand for in the AI. Oh shit, nah, that ain't it. I'll use the shitty 4B to 30B ones at Q4 since I rarely use them. You need to use the full F32 Davis lol. I have no idea what does that mean. Is there F32 even? Like I'm really not that much into AI. I'm just, you know, using it from time to time from like I don't even host them on my PC. I've tried, but it was like meh. I've at some point I've started using only the ones I find on the internet. Oh, it's usually 32 to 64 bit precision operations, and quantizing it lowers that precision to the number of bits. Like Q4 quantizes models work with 4-bit precision. I see. They're pruned technically. I see. I see. Oh my. I've noticed that I'm not really good at like mechanical parts and stuff. Hi Joxai, got over here, how are you? Hoping how's it going? I think good, doing good. We've had some talk about AI and stuff just now. Usually quantizing a F32 to Q16 yields half the size but 99% of the quality. I see. I see. Which I'm good, going to make some lunch. Let's go have a nice lunch. Okay, I think we're done. Hmm. Hmm. Oh my. Now there's going to be a lot of stuff going on here. Okay. She has a lot of black on her outfit, basically. So there's going to be some very dark shades of gray. So glad I don't need more RAM for the next couple of years. Got expensive, yeah. That's true. That's true, unfortunately. I hate this. Oh, also, that hand. Hmm. Oh my. Okay, I think I've got it. So. I'm slowly finishing that one. Okay. And now the color. And actually, after that, I suppose we can, you know, get some more characters. You know, the new 3 characters. Can you imagine the hell scale? Well, I prefer if we wouldn't talk about politics at all, and anyone related to the politics. That sounds inefficient. Yeah. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. The grenade attack is so unreliable that there is nothing to fear. Yeah. Be even more scared of false flagging. Hmm. On YouTube last year, it's still happening. False flagging is still a thing. That's the problem. That's why please don't bring in politics to the stream or any names connected with that. Eternal AI moderation started banning channels by false flags. Yeah. Bruh. Bruh. Why Soldier 11 has to have so much freaking... Hard not to talk about politics though. Yeah. With kind of the entire world being on fire currently for no freaking reason. I understand that it's very difficult not to talk about things, but please. Why yesterday the Delta Boys yoinked a Dr. Disrespect cosplayer? What? Bruh. We haven't heard about it? Nope. Bruh, imagine. I bet the guy wasn't expecting. The doctor is still a thing. I only know of him because of what he did. Yeah. That's pretty messed up. I don't know. Oh, brother. Hmm. No bueno. What makes her look short? Perspective. See, because her legs are smaller, because it's like that kind of thing. But she's like being brought down to this point. So she's like that, standing her point here, but she bends to the back, which is making this kind of effect that her upper body is like in a weird position. That's why actually you don't really do some perspectives or certain poses in perspectives. It's just going to look weird. In theory, I could expand her legs a little. That would possibly help a little bit with an understanding of it. And I guess it would fix things a little too. Yeah. Mm, okay. Now this and this. The anima is supposed to deform when moved around, yes. I got the feel that they supposed to. Yes, they have to. They should be. They weren't for a while, but people figured out that it kind of breaks the look of it. So they actually started, going for changes like this. That actually should be like this. Now mark the entire sword. Like this, and this, and now let's take that gradient like that. Take this out. This should be darker. White. This should be brighter. There we go. To figure out how to rig them properly. Yeah, this should be like kind of like this. So basically, the anime eye as it moves, for example, this direction, it turns more round and like thinner. So in the end, for example, like in the way how it's almost visible, it's like this. That's your upper eyelid. Your bottom eyelid is usually not really that visible or like just barely like this. And then your iris is looking like that usually because you're just doing the black part because it's too small for details. I mean the eyeball part. The eyeball is also shifting with the perspective, you know? I'm a gimped Mewtwo or what? What? What are you talking about, Karen? Is the same perspective just rolling the eyeball? Oh. Yeah, the iris is also going to shift slightly. It's going to deform a little bit. Yeah. What do you mean, Karian? What do you mean by gimped Mewtwo? Show us. What's the daily Pokemon? Bronzong. Muscles are imbalanced, low. My quad takes over my squat and my hamstrings are weak as hell, bruh. Yeah, but seeing some girls with like Mewtwo-ish form, it's kinda appealing. What? You get a peek for you to understand what I'm talking about. Yes, please. I think I've got everything colored already. Now, yeah, I feel like I need to make the legs bigger. Yeah, that's the amount we need. Okay. Yeah, that's way better. Okay, we finished Soldier 11. She was just very long to make. Like for example, Gura could be was way easier. Like that's how Gura turned out. Soldier 11 had just way more things to work with, basically, and there are just a couple other things that I need to still kind of erase and stuff. Because because of the fire, you know. And I guess take a soft eraser and got softly on those parts. No. Um Needed eraser? Yeah. Sent alrighty. I Now it makes much more sense. And same for this one. Yeah. Okay. That's something that Rinotina doesn't do, but I do. So yeah. Alrighty. So folks, this is it. This is finished Soldier 11. Right. Zaga, do you go to the gym? I do self-weight stuff. Push-ups. Okay. Now, folks, thanks Muto, Carrion, Zaga, Incineroar for being active chat on Twitch. Thanks Carrion, Dearman, Val, Ashen, and Joxai for being active in the chat on YouTube. Meanwhile, folks, as always, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care.